When you look out your window, what do you see? Trees, grass, animals, maybe even water. The list goes on and on. This is just the beginning of all the wonderful things that can be found in nature. Location is very important, and your backyard can look very different from others around. Some people live in rural areas, and their backyard is only grass surrounded by a fence. Some people live on acres and acres of land that are full of fields, forests, and ponds. Depending on your environment, your backyard can hold many different organisms. You can see a variety of things like rare plants, interesting insects, and clever animals. Let's first look at some plants. The wild daffodil, or Narcissus pseudonarcissus, is a flowering plant that can grow up to 14 inches in height. Its leaves are narrow and have a greenish-gray color to them. The middle is a very dark yellow with a very clear middle pistil. This is surrounded by white petals. It is a very clear way to tell them apart from other similar flowers. This has also been known as the Lent lily for its close association with Easter. The flower also got its name from a Greek myth. Narcissus fell in love with his own reflection in a pool of water, becoming so obsessed that he fell in and drowned. The nodding head of the wild daffodil embodies Narcissus bending over the water, and it's said that the first flower sprang from where he died. Next are cherry trees, or Prunus avium, are known for their beautiful blooming season at the beginning of spring, specifically in DC. They actually require winter cold in order to blossom for spring. This medium-sized tree grows to 15 to 30 feet tall and debuts showy white or pink single, semi-double, or double flowers. These trees are beautiful to look at and have around, and are also a symbol of both life and death in the Japanese culture. As the coming of spring promises new life, so the blooming of cherry blossoms brings a sense of vitality and vibrancy. At the same time, their short lifespan is a reminder that life is fleeting. Next on the tour of your backyard, I've come across a very small but determined little friend. Say hello to the ants.
Ants are everywhere around the world. They can survive through cold temperatures and crazy weather. Their living areas are spaced out so they are close to all the things they need to survive: water, shelter, and access to food. The most common ant in Maryland is the odorous house ant. These ants are found in homes and in backyards. Ants are extremely intelligent and have good social structures. Each colony is different in the kind of jobs they have. There's the worker, the drone, and the queen. The worker's job is to build and feed the colony. The job for the drone is to mate with the queen so that the colony continues to grow. And the job for the queen is to mate and lay eggs.
Birds are next up on this wild tour, and these might be the most interesting creatures yet. The house finch is a common bird that can be found all throughout the year. The males can be distinguished because of their red streaked heads and breasts, with the rest of their body being brown streaked, while the females are usually all brown. They were found to be about 13 to 14 centimeters in length and 16 to 27 grams in weight. These birds were originally only in the western United States, but have since been introduced in the East, becoming most prominent, even pushing out other birds like a purple finch. A finch's call sounds like this. Golden eagles are the most widely distributed species of eagle. These birds are dark brown with lighter golden brown color on the back of their necks. They are around 76 to 104 centimeters tall, and their wingspan is about 2 meters. Their occasional calls tend to be high, weak, and whistled. Their diet includes mostly small mammals, ranging from ground squirrels up to jackrabbits. They will feed on large prey like foxes and also some snakes, lizards, large insects, and even other birds. Now let's take a look at what can be known as man's best friend, dogs and cats. Dogs and cats are the most popular pets on the planet. Dogs make great companions for their playful, friendly, and loyal animals.
but they can also be fierce and tough protectors or intelligent helpers. Cats, on the other hand, are excellent hunters and have been known to keep away pests such as rats and mice. A terrier is a dog of one of many breeds of terrier types. They are named after the Latin word terra, meaning earth. It refers to their love of digging after their prey. Terriers are typically small, very active, and fearless dogs. Terrier breeds vary greatly in size from 1 kilogram to over 32 kilograms. They are usually categorized by size and functions. There are 5 different groups, with each group having several different breeds. Terriers do not usually tolerate other dogs well. Tabby cats have an M-shaped marking on their forehead, giving them their classic brow expression. Many cultures have legends surrounding this distinct marking. In Egyptian lore, the M stands for Mao, which is their word for cat, which also describes the sound they make. The tabby cat is considered the most outgoing cat of all, playing and exploring like no other. Other tabby owners think that their cat shows sure signs of being a genius, and therefore higher intelligence is another distinctive characteristic that cat enthusiasts associate with a tabby cat.
Whether you live on a 5-acre farm or in a suburban neighborhood, your backyard is full of life. Every backyard is its own individual ecosystem, full of different and unique creatures. I just have one question to ask you. What's in your backyard?